Welcome everybody to Pork and Reviews. It's your host Pork. Once again, I'm joined by the lovely Lady Tano. We are here to talk about Bad Batch season 3. Or excuse me, episode 3 from season 1. Excuse me, I'm getting ahead of myself. Last we saw our heroes, they had just left the Seleucamite system and they escaped along with Omega, who kind of jumped on board, even though she was supposed to leave with Cut. And we saw Cut Lawquane and his family also leaving the system. Where are they going next?
That's the question.
Where do you think? Any ideas? Any?
I don't know. Did they even really discuss it? I mean, besides Cut mentioning to Hunter that the best way to hide is to stop being or thinking like a soldier, right?
Yeah.
But I don't think they really went into detail about like where they're going or what the next step would be.
Yeah, I'm curious too. I wonder if we're gonna get like kind of another like character building episode, or are we gonna actually like kind of advance this plot? Are we gonna get more of the Empire chasing them? Maybe some oh my god, what's his name? Crosshair. Mm-hmm. Maybe some Crosshair too. What do you think?
I think for sure we're getting Crosshair. For sure. Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, I feel like the second episode really got me. I don't know, like we were talking about it, how like we liked the second episode a little better. That there was more character development.
Yeah.
So I think I'm more interested this episode in finding out.
I mean, I'm definitely invested in the whole Hunter Omega like Bad Batch family dynamic. I'm definitely sold on that. I hope we see more of it. I'm hoping we don't get any like cheesy fan service just for the sake of fan service. Filoni does have a habit of doing that sometimes, but we'll see, right? And then hopefully, no space whales that come up like 3 seasons later. But let's get this started and let's do it. Placements. It's like the stick like Yoda ate at Dagobah that Luke.
Oh, that's right.
They took from
Yeah.
Luke. Oh.
Maybe not.
Getting thrown out of hyperspace.
For a second, I thought they got like pulled out of hyperspace like by the Empire, but then it was like 20 years too early at this
I thought
point.
they did.
The power capacitor's plug.
Nah, something failed on their ship.
Ready for your first crash landing.
If we get a planet full of monsters or like full of spiders again, I'm gonna be mad.
It's like Great America, the Viper.
Ugh.
You're constantly hitting your head.
All those wooden coasters are always like that.
Everybody alright?
Check on that little girl.
Is it over?
I'll say it. I kind of miss him. He shot you, remember? Ah, I sure do. That hurt.
Yeah, they gotta get Crosshair back.
That Crosshair's actions were influenced by his inhibitor chip.
It can do that?
That's what it was designed to do.
What kind of shenanigans are they going to get into today?
No, I thought they were just gonna land in a planet full of monsters again, like
Yeah.
Mandalorian. Like, oh,
804.
again?
You will be pleased to know your vitals are at optimum level.
No.
Go.
We are gonna get some Crosshair. You called
I
it.
am compelled to comply with your request.
What is the status of Project War,
I
man?
don't think we're getting Crosshair back to the
Bad
Bad Batch anytime
I
soon.
know it'd be like a season 1 finale.
Enjoy being commander for now.
Man, nah, man. Dude, you're just a fancy stormtrooper.
Right.
put the helmet on, you ain't gonna be able to hit nothing with that blaster.
Sir,
We gonna see Lux.
mission from Guerrero. He's standing by for my
Alright, let's move out.
That is new, right?
Yeah, that's a new monster. Oh! Nah, Disney wouldn't do it.
Omega, you can do this.
She's done it before, though. No?
Man, she ain't killing that thing.
In the first episode, did she stun?
No, she shot the
Or
she
did
shot
she
the
shoot?
she shot the gun out of Crosshair's hand. And she took a few more shots at him, but she didn't hit him. Man. Yeah, didn't we just have this like family friendly episode last week?
Right. Whoa.
People getting burned on fire and stuff. What's going on here? Oh, this is terrible.
But it's showing how ruthless they are. How ruthless the Empire is.
Oh.
I don't know. But I wouldn't tell you if I did.
I believe you.
Ignore the clone. We signed up to be soldiers.
You know what?
Execution squad.
Props. I give him that.
Take them in for questioning.
You want to know why they put me in charge? It's because I'm willing to do what needs to be done.
Oh!
Oh!
Oh! Okay, is this a different show?
Good soldiers follow orders.
Holy
It seems like a completely
crap.
different show than we
What
just watched the last couple of episodes.
what is happening here? I mean,
it's awesome.
I just can't believe
Awful
we're going
and
here.
awesome at the same time. Whoa, they're doing it. I'm surprised. I've got to say, I'm surprised.
All right, so maybe Disney will let her take this shot at
Right.
this thing.
Right. That's not even. That doesn't even
Oh,
seem that
man,
bad after what we
holy
just
crap.
watched. I'll give Disney credit. They're not holding back. Oh.
Oh. She got her own little hidey hole with a view. Mm-hmm. He left a little teddy bear in there for her. What was the teddy bear's name?
What do you
Lula?
think? I thought this place could feel more like a hub.
It's perfect. Thank you, Rika.
It was nothing.
I never had my own room before.
Well, you're part of this squad now, too.
That got me a little bit.
I see.
That was a good episode.
That was. It had everything.
No kidding. Yeah, it was. Yeah, what'd you think?
Oh my gosh.
Hey, no, don't be like that. Don't be like that.
Oh, it's funny because I feel like I'm pretty emotional, but when it comes to Star Wars, you got me beat.
Star Wars triggers something in me from like being like 6 years old, so it's not a fair comparison, But anyway,
You need a moment there.
onto this. Hold on one second. Okay. Onto this episode. I mean, I loved it. I was actually a little worried right when it started that, we're gonna get like the same standard, like they crash land, they have to repair the ship, they leave, and that's all it was gonna be focused on. And it was that, right? But then you at least got this second plot with the Empire that was really good. It was shocking. I didn't see it coming, like with what they gave us in this episode, with their use of force against civilians, I mean, this is like the Empire we know.
Right. Well, what I think, again, what's interesting is the transition right? We've never gotten to see that. We just see what the empire became, but we never saw that transition. And so I really like that we're getting to see that, because there's a lot of questions there too that we never got answered, and I think this show is gonna address them, or is addressing them.
I mean, it totally is addressing them.
It's but
and it's classic Empire. They especially at the end of that whole segment, Crosshairs, and he threatens them like with death. And I mean, we see that going forward, like, throughout the series with the Empire.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, you wonder how or why these stormtroopers, who are conscripts, so we've known that they're conscripts, so they're citizens or residents of their worlds. Why do they join up, and then why do they do the things that they do?
Right, and we get that. He, I don't know his name, but the one who got killed.
I know. I was hating that dude.
That was crazy. But but he mentions it. He's like, well, I have a roof over my head. I have food. This is more than the Republic ever gave me. So and we knew that also to a point. Like we hear it out of his mouth, and so we understand. We start understanding why so many people signed up to be stormtroopers.
Yeah.
The thing that was surprising to me though is the fact that he seemed like the most intense and the most
loyal.
I
hated that guy right from the beginning. I was like,
right.
F that dude,
He ended up being the one who was like, no, wait, this is not right. And
like, I didn't sign up for this.
I didn't sign up for this, and it doesn't matter if they're orders. I'm not going to kill these innocent civilians. And what surprised me was that it was Crosshair that killed him.
I mean, speaking of Crosshair, do you think Crosshair, what's he feeling? Is he feeling remorse for what he did, or is he missing his brothers? It might be a little bit of both. I know that they focused on like the tally on the wall, and his new squad jumping into
taking
their
over
bunks. I'm glad that they showed that, because they kind of had to soften this image that they just created for Crosshair now. I mean, this they just murdered a bunch of civilians, and is he past redemption? I understand that it's not his fault, but like, as a character, how do you come back from that? Even though you're essentially like a robot.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess in the same way where in season 7 of Clone Wars, where Rex does shoot at Ahsoka, Rex does try to kill her, but we do forgive him as audience and Ahsoka in the show, in that episode.
Because she understands that it's something that was
out of his control, right. Out of her, yeah. But I understand this is out of his control too. But this isn't like Jedi or like other soldiers. Like, this was like civilians, you know. And how do you come back from that as a character? It's just gonna be very interesting how they write this going forward, because I know they have to bring him back.
We also have I'm blanking on his name, but Rebels.
Which one?
The one who turns and becomes a...
Callus.
Callus! Oh my gosh. Yeah. We have Callus, and
true.
And he had those conflicting feelings as well.
You're right.
And he had loyalty towards the Empire, but then he also committed some crazy, heinous crimes, but he also wasn't sure about.
And then he comes back as Sexy Callus.
As Sexy Callus, right, with the flowing hair.
Yeah, right. I mean, it's going to be very interesting.
For me, he was a great character. Yeah. I loved him from the start. Not necessarily like loved what he was doing, but I thought that he was a great character from the beginning, and I loved how they developed him. So I mean, we'll see.
Yeah, any predictions for the next episode?
Well, I think we're gonna find out. So the Kaminoans were talking about how they're kind of like developing this like stronger, more, fierce soldier, and that, their race of people depends on it. And so I think they're going to be working more on Crosshair, but I do wonder if what the purpose of Omega is, the original purpose, because when I rewatched the first episode, I guess, I hadn't really paid attention. Who was it who said that every clone...
That was episode 2. It cut.
Okay, he's the one who said it. He's like, every clone has a purpose.
Yeah.
So they do everything with a purpose. So then, what was Omega's purpose?
Omega's
Omega's purpose?
They haven't revealed their superpower. I stand by it. They haven't done it. I don't know what it's gonna be. I don't know what's gonna be.
Well,
I think it could be force sensitive, but I don't know.
I don't know if that's perhaps maybe they were trying to develop some sort of like equivalent to the Force or something. I'm not sure, because you either have the Force or you don't. Like, you know what I mean? Or I don't know. Anyway, I don't know about a superpower, but she definitely has a purpose. There's something more to her than just being a girl.
Yeah.
Which again, I think she's cool. I think she's really cool. I like her already, but I wonder what more there is.
My predictions are right now is that this new squad is going to continue to pursue Saw Gerrera, and at some point Saw Gerrera and the Batch are going to hook up, and they're going to end up having to defend Saw Gerrera and his band, or help them. And that's how he's going to put them back in the line with Crosshair.
Yeah.
That's my prediction. We'll see how it plays out. But
I think that's a pretty good prediction.
We'll have to see, and we'll catch you guys in another week. We thank you so much for watching. Once again, I'm Pork, my lovely guest, Lady Tano. If you like this video, you want to see more of this, please subscribe, like this video, share it if you'd like. You guys have a good night. God bless.